Thanks for tuning into the NBA here on 2K Sports. Friday Hoops Fest coming up next. It's going to be Dwayne Wade and the Miami Heat up against Jrue Holiday. Reach out to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports broadcast crew at the arena. I'll see you back here at halftime.
A star in a black, strung out like a guitar. Maybe you can educate my mind. Explain all these controls. Can't sing, but I've got soul. The goal is elevation.
Just earlier, the fans on their feet as the national anthem rang out throughout the arena. Hello, everyone. Get ready for NBA action live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. And here's a look at our starting lineups, sponsored by State Farm. First, for the Heat, Mario Chalmers and the electric D. Wade at the guards. And playing at the 5, the always versatile 6'11" star big man, able to score inside and out, Chris Bosh. Then it's LeBron James, and it's Battier in at the 4. And looking at the 76ers, Holiday out there with Richardson. And inside a towering 7-footer, maybe the most imposing big man in the game, all-star center, Andrew Bynum. Then it's Evan Turner, and it's Hawes in at the power forward position.
Boy, how about the roller coaster ride for the Sixers last year, guys? They started out so hot, looked like they were going to control the Atlantic Division and maybe even be one of the top seeds in the Eastern Conference playoffs. Then they just totally collapsed down the stretch.
And so here we go, the 76ers to start it. To the paint. It's good, the assist that time from Holiday. Hawes got his team on the board to start the game for the 76ers. See, we're talking about the 76ers last year. They had a brutal month of February with some of the best teams in the NBA going into Philadelphia, playing on the Sixers' home floor. So I think Clark and I probably slowed them down. They had some searching there among themselves as to how they were going to get out of it, but they did, and then they had a terrific run of the playoffs.
Yeah, I think what happened was they had a front-loaded schedule, a lot of home games early in the season, and then the Eastern Conference kind of caught up with them a little bit as you went into the latter part of the season. The Sixers are capable of being a dominant team. They want to be a dominant team in the East. They've still got work to do, but this is a team on the rise.
They get it again, and it's Bynum with the jam.
Well, he's an effort guy, Kevin. And so often his points come from second or third chance opportunities by hitting the glass and really staying relentless in his pursuit of the basketball.
And you know what? He's a guy who will put some wood on you now. He'll throw his weight around. Bodying him up play after play can really wear you down.
Well, there's never been any question about the potential of Andrew Bynum. He's got great skills down on the block, can block shots at the defensive end of the floor. The question mark really is his health. He's had to battle knee injuries throughout his career.
And now just over a minute played here in the first.
Great reflexes to get a hand on that pass and go the other way with it.
That's a great shot if there's 1 second left in the game.
Yeah, that would be the good time to do it. Not now, though.
And stolen by Chalmers. And oh, here we go. Chalmers has got it. The fast break chance. There's the bucket. Good. Going back to Bynum, even playing Clark less than full strength, he can really impact the game.
Yeah, an effective shot blocker and post defender, Kevin, with excellent touch inside. His size helps him be a huge factor at both ends.
Here's Holiday following the basket by LeBron James. Now let's find out what head coach Doug Collins had to say to Doris Burke.
There are a lot of big names to deal with in this one, but perhaps none bigger than LeBron James. He told me planning for LeBron is a headache because he can do so much on the floor, saying there isn't a hole in his game. The only real way to slow him down is to get him working against himself. Physically, there is no answer for LeBron.
Thank you, Doris.
Another nice move from a player we've basically come to expect nothing less from.
There's the dish to Richardson. Bynum sets a screen for Richardson. The 76ers with another miss.
You know, the Heat knew it was all about the playoffs for them last year, Kevin, and ultimately they would be judged on if they were able to win a title or not. That's maybe harsh, but that truly is the reality for that group.
It is there, you're right. And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Looked like they cruised early, and once Derrick Rose got hurt and the Bulls were knocked out, they were the heavy favorites to reach the finals. But it was a struggle at times. You know, Indiana gave them a real good second round.
Yeah, and then Boston took them to 7 games in the Eastern Conference Finals, even had them down 3-2. But in the end, it was finally LeBron's turn, and he was amazing during the championship round against Oklahoma City. And it was very impressive the way he responded to his critics and played about as well as you can possibly play in an NBA Finals. Congratulations to Miami and to LeBron.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. A different look for Miami. Haslam comes in for Shane Battier. And it's Norris Cole in for Mario Chalmers. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And Holiday kicks to Bynum. And that'll be Philadelphia as it goes out of bounds. 76ers retain possession.
Maybe a low percentage pass, but it still nearly got through.
I like it, though. I mean, it's an aggressive play. Heads up defending to deflect it away.
And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
Well, when you think about Evan Turner, you think about the ball handling, the passing, the rebounding. Second overall pick back in 2010. He's really worked at his shot, too. That's been his only weakness as a pro. But that's gotten better, and I think as you watch him develop over the next few years, it will improve dramatically.
Wide open. Pause. Up with it. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
Nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that.
And for Turner, the good news offensively is he's pretty good finishing close to the basket.
Yeah, his ball handling is tight. He's got a nice rush hour handle to him. He's got a good work ethic. He's a perfectionist, sometimes to a fault, but you like the fact that he cares and wants to be good and wants to win. His shooting form has been revamped, and he'll continue to get better there. So I think he's going to be really an outstanding pro for a long time.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Lavoy Allen's checked in for Hawes. Young comes in for Evan Turner. And Nick Young is subbed in for Jason Richardson. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
Well, it's kind of scary when you play against Miami. I mean, that talent is so overwhelming. So what a lot of teams try to do is zone them just to cut down on the dribble penetration and force Miami to take outside shots. He's feeling it here to start the game. That's 3 out of 4 already.
Here's Holiday. Can't hit. The Heat go the other way with it. 1:30 left in the first quarter. And it might seem like a bit of bunker approach, but if you are faced with giving LeBron and Wade a jump shot or a dunk, there isn't too much hesitation, I don't think, Clark, in your answer.
No, I would agree. I mean, there are a couple of things that scare you about the Heat. First, they can knock down outside shots and beat you if you try to go to a zone and close off driving lanes. And secondly, they're still probably able to find a way to get inside and dunk through you or over you.
It's kind of like pick your poison.
Yeah, they come at you in a couple of different ways.
And a great start offensively.
Yeah, they've come out strong. I mean, really scoring and playing with confidence.
And the 76ers call time here.
The 76ers were the 8th seed in the playoffs, and even though they upset the Bulls in the first round, it wasn't really considered a shocker as the Bulls were playing without Derrick Rose.
Washed up, give me that beat. Even worse, you give me that beat. I ain't talking to nobody in particular. I'm focused when I'm picking up dust. Anybody in my path is waiting to happen. I got my on the pulse of this rap game and I ain't letting up. Yeah, who's the nicest? Life or lifeless on these mic devices, and I don't write this. I just
Both teams will make substitutions. Ivy passes to Young, leads him in there. Hawes, and that one's good. Hawes got his second basket. Here's Miami now. They're on an 18-7 run. Took him no time at all on that one. 43 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Ivy. Back to Young. He feeds it to Turner. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. And stolen by LeBron. An easy 2 points on the layup. LeBron's now got 9 points.
They're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. That won't get it.
Not at all. They've been able to score with ease.
Young outside. Here's Hawes. Know what? They battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. Here's Cole. And it's Wade penetrating. That is good. 8 points for him.
They've built a big lead here early.
Both defensively and offensively. They've been terrific right from the tip.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Heat lead by 13. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And, guys, we've seen a confident-looking Heat team out there.
And I thought the key to that first quarter, guys, was the turnovers they faced with that aggressive defense.
Well, the defense, as you said, Steve, has been really aggressive, and it's paid off for them a few times already.
Haslam, that's good.
And a breakthrough season last year for Mario Chalmers. Shot the ball well, 45% from the field, 39% from long distance. Numbers far and away better than in any of his prior seasons in the league.
Here's Young. Another shot. The kick out to Holiday. Young tries yet again. Jump shot is good that time.
And he will punish an opponent for giving him that much room from mid-range. He'll hit that all day.
And guys, for Chalmers, he credited his shooting improvement to his training and his health. He got up 500 shots every day during the lockout, and having his legs stronger and no ankle troubles helped him get the kind of lift he needed on that shot. He had an outstanding year.
Pass to Holiday. And the shot is good.
Tell you what, he's just got too much speed. They've got to find a better matchup for him.
And some changes here for the Heat. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Bynum. Turner comes in for Thaddeus Young. And it's Richardson in for Nick Young.
Well, the 76ers didn't really make any drastic changes heading into last year, preferring to just let their core grow. And I thought that worked for the most part. You know, they really played well early in the season, but it was kind of disconcerting to see them fade the way they did late in the year.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Kevin, despite his tremendous size and athleticism, LeBron James had always been a player who scored facing the basket. But his postgame has become a point of emphasis. He worked with the great Hakeem Olajuwon in the offseason to develop his moves, and last season started putting them to work. Teammate Udonis Haslem said, "You take one of the best athletes to ever play the game, and if you can implement some of Hakeem into LeBron's game, not only does it take his game to a whole nother level, it takes our game to a whole other level as a team." Dwayne Wade said he has the ability to be one of the best post players in the game, with his passing, rebounding, and scoring. That's just going to make us better. Kevin, a scary thought.
You're right about that. Thanks, Doris.
Well, there's no question. I mean, that's where LeBron's strength and explosiveness really gives him the best advantage down in the paint. He threatens the defense so heavily down in that lane area.
And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That'll be his second foul of the game. Still, though, you know, a lot of teams faded toward the end, Steve, don't you think? And if you're the 76ers, you have to be pleased with, Clark, how that core grew as they approach the end of the season.
Yeah, they know that they can have stretches where they can really compete with anybody in the East without really having to bring anybody in. The next step for them is to be able to maintain that level of play for the whole season and continue to get growth from their young players.
Richardson kicks to Turner. Goes back up. Count the bucket. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. LeBron, no luck.
Not sure what he was thinking there. That's embarrassing.
You think? I mean, come on now. Doesn't he realize there's a game going on here?
Now here's Allen. It's Richardson on the wing. Cannot hit. Excellent D there from Allen. The Heat leading by 9.
Well, I heard that LeBron still rides his bike to the arena now and again on game day, and he's an avid cyclist, I guess. And when you're down in Miami, you got to make the most of that Miami weather, don't you?
Yes, you do. And the 76ers call time here. And going back to LeBron, he's always enjoyed bicycles. He said as a kid in Akron, in fact, he'd tool around on his bike looking for pickup games.
Understand that feeling.
Steve, you're a big bicyclist, I know. What do you think about that story?
Well, I think it's great, and he has his charity event. I think it's called Wheels for Education every summer in Akron, a charity bike-a-thon, encouraging kids to stay active and to stay in school.
Making a change here. Jones is checked in. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter.
Well, I think the time has passed when the Heat were kind of the villains of the NBA. It seemed like that role maybe went over to Dwight Howard a year ago with all of his individual issues. But, LeBron and Bosh, Wade, they're never going to be, the lovable underdog. But I think things have settled down there, and people have at least accepted them for who they are now.
Poked away. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Oh, what a throwdown there. Man.
He has so much confidence, guys. What a finish.
Special thanks to Sprite for that sweet replay. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. The 76ers trail by 15. Ivy kicks to Turner. Now the feed to Ivy. Gets it to go.
And defensively, you've got to try to keep the ball on the perimeter.
Yeah, he's not going to miss those, not often anyway. The defense has to muscle up and deny him that position to have a chance.
They get it back and blocked. But they get it back. They shoot again. Dwayne Wade again. Wade's got 12.
Well, I like that he's come up with some big baskets for this team to help him out in getting this lead.
Ivy kicks to Turner. There's 1:17 left to play in the first half. Ivy, the feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Ivy's got 4 this quarter.
And you know, a lot of people aren't aware of this, but Eric Spoelstra's father was once the general manager of the Portland Trail Blazers. And Eric went on to play at the University of Portland, had a nice career there before hooking on with the Miami Heat. He's been with the organization for a long time.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. And for Coach Spoelstra, Steve, as you mentioned, family ties in the business of basketball. He's been around it since he was a little guy.
Yeah, he knew relatively early on in his life that he wanted to stay around the game. You know, after college, he played a couple of seasons professionally in Germany and then ended up at the age of 25 working as an intern for the Heat as a video coordinator. So quite a climb for Eric Spoelstra.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. The Heat leading by 13. Here's LeBron. Miami no good on that time either.
Well, as far as jump shots go, that's as high percentage as it gets.
I'm not sure how that didn't go down.
Young for three. Bosh grabs the miss. The Heat have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. And there's Dwayne Wade on the assist by Chalmers. Chalmers has got 5 assists in the game. Throws it up high and out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
Such a careless pass. You got to keep your head in the game here.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Hawes comes in for Thaddeus Young. And it's Richardson in for Evan Turner. 41 seconds left here in the second. Here's Bosh. Bynum with the steal. And here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop.
Yeah, very opportunistic defense there, leading to those points.
That's exactly what they'll do to you, Steve. They will pounce on your mistakes.
Here's Chalmers. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Bynum's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And Holiday kicks to Richardson. Lots of room. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 4th assist in this one. And it's Wade penetrating. Got it. Good job in the low post. Wade's got 16.
Boy, this is a shooting exhibition, guys. I mean, he's not wasting any of his chances.
Holiday dishes to Hawes. Back to Holiday. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And so that's the end of the first half. Heat out front. They lead by 13. Stay right where you are for the Sprint Halftime Show with Damon Bruce. We'll see you in just a bit for the start of the second half.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Thursday night means basketball on 2K Sports. Thanks so much for joining us for the Halftime Report. Miami up on top against the 76ers in Philadelphia. Offensively, they're making it look ridiculously easy. Everything's falling. Dwayne Wade has been unreal in the first half. The bucket looks about 5 feet wide for him. He hasn't missed one shot. Can you believe it? And no quit in the 76ers. They came to win. They're really going hard at it on the boards, offensively chasing down every miss they can. They felt the impact from Andrew Bynum. He's picked up 5 points, and it's been a good overall defensive game for him. He's brought a nice intensity to the floor in this one. And that's all we got for you here in the studio. Time to send you back out to Kevin, Steve, Clark, and Doris for the start of the second half.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Dwayne Wade really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, the points have really come in bunches for him so far, and not really a surprise because you know exactly what he can do.
Well, he's been in the groove all game long, Steve, and not too many hiccups in regards to his shooting, but we also have come to expect this from him, so we're not surprised by it.
Hawes, no luck.
He may want to start spreading the ball around a little bit. His shot is off right now.
Chalmers gets the bucket. Chalmers has got 5.
They're really playing well at both ends, offensively and defensively, guys.
Yeah, it's been a complete performance, Steve. You look back on this game, it's one that you would hope to be able to build on.
Richardson, no luck.
3 straight misses here to start the second half.
I thought it was a refreshing change last year, guys, when the new ownership with Philly actually came in and lowered ticket prices to get more fans into the building. Something you don't often see in pro sports these days.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Not a smart play.
And those are exactly the mistakes they can ill afford right now, Steve.
Here's Battier. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. And that one's good. And that's 20 points for Wade. And Steve, those lower ticket prices, you know, they had that place rocking. We went there a couple times last year, and, you know, it was very, very loud. And I think, Clark, it helped how the 76ers played at home.
I agree with you. I mean, another playoff appearance for them, and they defended the home court well, going 19-14 here in the regular season. That's strong progress for a young team.
Timeout called the 76ers.
Well, guys, I thought acquiring Shane Battier was a terrific move for the Miami Heat, both on and off the court. You know, on the court, he's a great shooter and a smart defender. Makes that corner three to space the floor. And then in the locker room, with his maturity and his leadership and his ability to handle the media, a really good role for Battier in Miami.
With some changes, Mike Miller's checked in for Battier, and it's Allen in for Dwayne Wade. And stolen by Miller. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Chalmers with the ball, and Philadelphia grabs the miss. Stevie touched on the presence of Shane Battier, a very cerebral player. He enjoys that part of the game. He did at Duke. He does in the NBA. He said he looks at basketball, Clark, as a sort of chess match.
And I think that's been his edge, Kevin, his approach, his mental approach to how he sees and thinks the game.
Here is Hawes. The Heat knocking down the tray. Holiday gets the bucket.
Yeah, saw just a little bit of daylight, went right to the rim.
And here's Miami, stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Miller, that's for two. Here's Bosch, hits it. Well done on the second effort.
Now they've got to offer more resistance inside. Just too many easy buckets in the paint.
Yeah, Steven, that's the top priority for any defense. You got to protect the paint.
Now here is Holiday. 7 points in the game. Bynum with a screen on Chalmers. Here's Turner. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 5 assists in the game. The Heat leading by 22. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. Some changes for Philadelphia. LaVoy Allen's checked in for Hawes. Young comes in for Evan Turner. And Nick Young is subbed in for Jason Richardson.
I think the biggest thing with Miami is just the expectations. You know, ever since they held that press conference when LeBron said they were going to win, you know, not 5, not 6, not 7 NBA championships, they basically put a target on their backs. And now they have to live with those expectations year in and year out. It's not easy.
Gets it to go.
Excellent job carving out space under the glass to make that putback possible.
And the Heat call time here.
Well, he sees something that he doesn't like. I'm not sure what it is, but I think he's going to make some changes here.
I think you've got to make your adjustments pretty quickly like he's doing here. Otherwise, you know, things can get out of hand. So this is a good timeout.
Spencer Hawes is checked in for Andrew Bynum. The Heat also changing it up. Udonis Haslem, he's checked in for Bosch. Lewis comes in for LeBron. And it's Norris Cole in for Mario Chalmers. The Heat leading by 20. Allen for three. Miami no good on that time either.
Doug Collins, such a great coach, really has changed the foundation here in Philadelphia and also worked in the broadcasting business for many, many years. But that coaching bug has always been inside of him. Nice to see him go back to Philadelphia, the team that he played for in his career.
And here are the Heat now. 76ers getting the bucket. 1:32 left to play in the third. Dishes it to Young. Shot is blocked. It's tipped. Pause the pass to Holiday. Young. Cole with the rebound. Cole's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And Coach Collins always prepared in that commentary booth and certainly very detail-minded as a head coach. It shows there's been very little separation, having worked with him for 7 years as a broadcaster. I can tell you the same attention to detail was there on the air as it is on the sideline.
Yeah, no question. He's a demanding guy no matter what the forum is. He sweats out the details, and sometimes coaches like that can wear out their welcome with players, and I think that's the big question with Doug. He's so intense. How long can he stay positive and stay comfortable in his role? He's kind of burned himself out in the past a few times, but I think as he's gotten older, he's mellowed some. He seems to be really enjoying himself in Philadelphia, and I hope that he can have a long run here.
Shot by Young. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. The Heat leading by 11. Here's Haslem. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Haslem's got his second bucket of the game to go. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Young. This is his first free throw of the game.
Thaddeus Young. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Young. So both teams changing it up here. And so Young nails them both. Heat have gone 7 for 16 the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. That's good. 6 points for Chris Bosh.
The defense has to prevent the ball from getting down into that area if they're going to be successful, guys.
Ivy kicks to Young. He dishes it to Bynum. And the pass to Ivy. Feeds it to Richardson. Launches a 3. That's good. Richardson's got 7 points in the game. Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter. And there's Dwayne Wade on the assist by LeBron.
Well, for him, that finger roll is almost second nature. That's a tough shot for most players.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Heat lead by 12. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. Now, let's check in with Doris Burke for the Sprite Uncontainable Game. Doris?
And Kevin, for that great stretch the Heat put together, they get the Uncontainable Game Award. As the game has worn on, they have stepped up their intensity defensively, their best quarter being the third. That's the difference right now as they look to finish this game off.
Doris, thanks, and I think we can all agree the whole flow to their game sort of gelled at that point, don't you think, Steve?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, Kevin. Everything came together for them all at once. I mean, their shots started dropping one after another at one end, and then at the other end, they went into lockdown mode defensively.
Yeah, it was truly a good stretch for them, Steve. All they needed were a few things to kind of click into place, and then they were rolling on all cylinders.
kicks it to Turner. Passes it to Richardson. Outside Holiday. Now here's Wade. It's stolen by Wade. Can't get the heave to fall.
As great as they've been on the board so far, they just haven't found a way to get out on top.
Yeah, but if they continue to rebound, they can put together a little run here and cut into this lead.
And stolen by LeBron. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Battier with the ball. Wade gets the bucket.
I can imagine they're going to hear an earful about this next stop. I mean, that's 3 straight field goals given up right in the middle of the lane. Inexcusable.
Well, defense starts at the rim. I mean, you want teams shooting the ball from the outside, and that's not happening. They're just giving up everything inside.
Tries from 16, and that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. And that's now 26 points for Wade. And Holiday kicks to Bynum. 76ers moving the ball around. Holiday dishes to Bynum. It's stolen by Wade. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. LeBron. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. 14 points for LeBron.
They continue to barrel their way inside, and when's the defense going to adjust?
Well, I'm asking the same question myself, partner. I mean, that's 8 points out of their last 10 coming inside.
The shot's good from Bynum.
He will fight you down low, guys. Really battles in there. He comes up with a lot of second-chance buckets.
And the Heat call time here.
Well, you look at Andrew Bynum, his first All-Star appearance last season, started at center for the West, and it was well-deserved. He's become one of the dominant centers in the league at both ends of the floor.
Spencer Hawes is checked in for the 76ers. Young comes in for Jason Richardson. The Heat also changing it up. Haslam comes in for Shane Battier. And it's Norris Cole in for Mario Chalmers. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. The Heat leading by 16. And for Andrew Bynum, when he's played, he's been pretty good. A game changer defensively with very good scoring ability on the low block. I think there's a maturity question there, Clark, but aside from that, the tools are certainly there.
Yeah, he's got major skill and excellent hands. The issue for him has been injury, though. And if he can stay healthy and continue to grow up, he'll be a force for a long time.
He'd have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. James. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got assist number 8 now on the night. Holiday, the pass to Bynum. Young, all sorts of time. It's hauled in by the Heat. LeBron's now got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Bosch. Again, the Heat, good for 2.
Tell you what, their transition game is lights out. I mean, that's a big difference maker here.
Now, this game is so much about easy points, whether it's free throws or transition like we're seeing right now.
Now here's Turner. Defense right on him. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Well, no question, playing in front of these big crowds brings a lot of pressure as well as excitement. A recent study found that for home players in clutch situations, they tended to excel in effort tasks like offensive rebounding, but struggled in the focus task like shooting free throws. Very interesting.
Bynum kicks to Richardson. Holiday. He kicks it to Bynum. To the middle. Here's Hawes. And yes, sir, that one drops. Clark, going back to that study, I guess players on the away team didn't have that same struggle shooting free throws in the clutch. Did you notice that too, Steve?
Yeah, I think it's easier to shoot free throws on the road because the crowd is against you. Whereas at home, if you miss, you hear the crowd gasp and they're so disappointed, and you feel that disappointment. So as a result, you feel more pressure. It's kind of an ironic twist, but I think it's definitely the case. Now, this is a done deal here. They've pretty much finished this team off.
Yep, we can put this one in the books. Too much to overcome now.
On the wing, Jason Richardson. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 9th assist in the game now. Here's Haslam. The rebound by Turner. The 76ers trailed by 19. All going up court. Oh, and the jam by Richardson.
Not stopping. There's no way to stop that. I mean, there's nothing you can do when he's coming at him like that.
Well, that's right, Clark. Steve, he is a dangerous, dangerous player.
Yeah, especially when he gets to that launching pad right there in the lane. I mean, pretty one-handed finish. That was nice.
That was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Sprite. Wade drives in, and the basket good. Wade's got 6 points in the quarter.
Very few players have his explosiveness. I mean, man, can he ever fly to get to that rim?
Richardson for 3. Cole with the rebound. The Heat shooting 64%. Beautiful all-around play by this offense. And stolen by Richardson. And here is Turner. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Richardson against Wade. Puts the lead pass in front of him. Good. And the Heat lead by 19.
And that should definitely do it. Now it's starting to get out of hand.
Yeah, they're not just running to the finish line. They're running through the finish line right here. They're piling it on a bit.
Goes up on the high post. And Turner kicks to Bynum. Over Bosch. Kicks it out to Richardson. From deep. Richardson missing again. Richardson's gone 5 of 13 from the floor. That's below 40%. Wade misses.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
Bynum inside. Down low. That shot's good from Hawes. Haslam with it. Shoots from the line. Misses the shot. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dreamlike games for a coach.
Well, that'll do it. For Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. We'll see you next time. And as we leave, we give you our Jordan Player of the Game, Dwayne Wade.
It's amazing, I'm the reason everybody fired up this evening. I'm exhausted, barely breathing, holding on to what I believe in. No